Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruined they plans.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the London Monarchs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator. 54. Okay, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down. Ready? 18 Gator. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Now, a alpha. Switch. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. He get the ball. Snap.
From the gun, Lawrence. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And the Seahawks. First down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day on offense. Ready?
Back to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The hut, 180. Watch one.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type play.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the ground, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Cousins. This is screen to Abdullah. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go. 10 Nova. Watch 54. Drop the screen. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 2.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
6-6, pull it high. Smith.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will score. for touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Running for the first time with the fullback, C.J. Ham. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
First. 49, guys.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 13-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Go. Hey, tight end. Hey, receiver. 3 down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 57 yards on the ground.
Leo. Switch. Mike, 54. Hey, Charlie. 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Lawrence. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. First down and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, exit. Mark 22, Mark 22. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Two draw Corkers. Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. Complete to Dorsett. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 21-7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49. 49. Gun. Bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tackles. Yellow.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to.
I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Inside give to Ham, the fullback. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On 1st down, Abdullah. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Defense all day. All day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And a London 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Here we go, bring the energy.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jahan, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
They'll run inside with the fullback Ham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. 2 yards, good enough for first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
60 or 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Cousins. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And again, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Ready. Chubb. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Come on, set. 15, line. 15, go, go. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.